Hi, welcome to Copenhagen. Thanks for dropping in. Today I want to talk about the checkerboard technique. I know that there are a lot of people who are totally new to diamond painting, and a lot of this comes down to the restrictions and people being stuck at home in quarantine. So they've been looking for things to do and they've found out about diamond painting. Thought, okay, I'm going to give this a try, and they've got the diamond painting, they've started working on it, and they've found that the drills, square drills in particular, don't sit exactly square while you're doing the picture. Sometimes they spin, they turn a bit, and they also notice that there are gaps between the drills. So I thought I would do a little video talking about that and explaining why people use the checkerboard technique, but more importantly showing why people use it. So I'm working on one at the moment. It will be a Christmas present, and I've just done an area that is going to be all black, and I had done the checkerboard and was getting ready to fill it in, and I thought, hang on a minute, this actually might be a good one for people who are totally new to diamond painting and they're having problems with square drills twisting, gaps between the drills, that sort of thing, and they're beginning to get worried about it. What's it going to look like when it's finished? So this is really aimed at those people. Hopefully once you've watched the video, it'll calm your nerves slightly. It isn't, things don't have to be as perfect as you think. The only thing that I would say is when you're doing the edges, try and make sure as much as possible that the outside edges of the drills are in line, so that it's nice and square or rectangular or whatever shape it is around the outside. Once you start filling it in, it isn't as important. And hopefully this little video will explain why. So this is what they call the checkerboard pattern for obvious reasons. It looks like a checkerboard, and the reason that people do this is to keep the drills straight. And what you do is, if you have an area that has a lot of the same colour, you fill it in like this. You do every second one, and then when you get to the next row you do the gaps in between, if you like, and you end up with this checkerboard. Now you can see when you look at it, most of the drills are relatively straight, but sometimes you just get drills that do not want to sit straight, and if you're doing this just one drill after the other, you'll sit and spend time trying to turn this drill to get it to sit straight, and it's a lot easier to do the checkerboard. You can see there's one here. The closer you look, the more you'll see drills that are just, they're sitting off centre, they turn around, it's just something that happens. So what I would normally do is I would start in the bottom right hand corner and just go up and down, or I would start in the bottom row and work my way up. But just to show how this works, I'll just pick one that is pretty bad. So say we'll go for this one here. Oh, didn't mean to drop that. That's what happens when you're not watching. Take that one back. So we'll go for that one, and just to show you how it works, if I put this drill in here and then the next drill above, you can see that what happens is the drills actually push each other into position. So now that drill is straight. I'm using a light pad. You will see all these tiny little gaps, and you may get a a bit carried away trying to make them absolutely perfect. Don't, because once that light pad is off, you won't see these gaps even from this distance. And when people are looking at the diamond painting from a normal distance, they won't see any gaps at all. If you imagine that this was round drills and these were circles, you get a little piece in every corner where the drills don't touch. So it's a much bigger gap than this, and even round drills from a distance look fine. But I just thought while I was doing this, I would just show you how it works, because you can see, I mean, I try and place them, it's obviously best to try and place them as square as possible, makes things a lot easier, but the point is, don't waste too much time trying to get them absolutely straight, as long as they're in the box, because once you start filling in, they push each other into place. So I'll pick this one's pretty bad as well, so every time I look up the drill falls off the pen. Put that one in. I haven't touched the one that was squint, it's still sitting squint. I'll just push that one in, it landed in a gap. That wasn't part of it, but so it doesn't matter what order you do these, it's just as you work your way around it, the squares automatically push each other into shape. So again, that one below it is a little bit squint. The problem I've got here is because I've got the phone really close to the canvas, I'm struggling to get the pen in underneath, and that's why I keep knocking the drills off. But that one you can see was squint. And there it's pretty much straight. Again, these absolutely tiny gaps, I mean they're less than 1mm, you're never going to see them. So this will look like a completely black area. But you can see, the more you look, the more you can see things that aren't perfect. I wouldn't do it this way, I wouldn't like look for the ones that are twisted and then try and fix them. It was just really to show, because all I would do is just work the grid. Whatever way, I mean it's up to you how you do it. You can do it from top to bottom, bottom to top, anything, doesn't matter, as long as you fill the squares in. So that's basically it. This is the what they call the checkerboard technique. I use it all the time, even in relatively small areas. I will always leave gaps where I can. Even if I've got 3 drills in a row, I would either put one in the centre, or I would put one either side and then put the one in the centre. I do it as much as possible, and it works very, very well. If you're just placing the drills individually and working your way along, it can be hard to keep them straight. So that's why people use this. So I just thought I would explain it. Hopefully this helps. The big thing is, don't be too worried about these minute gaps. Nobody will see them. If I switch the light off, you see what I mean? They look as if they're perfect. There is a tiny gap that you saw, but that is from, the phone is about, what, 6 inches away from the canvas. Even looking at that from 6 inches away, I can't see the gaps. So don't get too hung up on these tiny gaps, or the fact that the drills are squint. There's another one there. They will straighten up, so don't panic about it. It's normal for them to twist. Every now and again you'll just get some that spin, but they will straighten back up once you fill in the squares. So that was a quick explanation of the checkerboard technique that a lot of people use when they're diamond painting. Hopefully it gave you a better understanding of what it is and how it works, and also why you shouldn't get too hung up on those little gaps that you can see between the drills. Honestly, it doesn't matter. As you saw when I switched the light pad off, they disappeared from very, very close. People will not see those tiny little gaps, so don't panic. So that's it. It was just a quick one. Just while I was working on it, I thought this actually might be a good chance to do a little video to help people who are totally new. If it did help and you found it interesting and you might want to see some of the other stuff that I do, please subscribe and hit the notification button. I do pretty much everything: unboxing, unbagging, comparing, trying out different things, everything and anything to do with diamond painting. So if that's something that you might be interested in, please subscribe. So that was it, quick one today. Again, thanks for watching, thanks for the comments, thanks to Bob who gave me a tip about removing the cover, which I will mention in the next one that I unbox. So in the meantime, take care, be safe and wash your hands.